Is your brain broken today? Genuinely, I'm fucked. I've been taking... You know what? This might be side effects. I have taken, for the last 3 nights, a melatonin tablet. And I'm feeling weird. I don't know. I think I have been sleeping slightly better, although that might be a placebo. But I feel a little bit out of it. I don't think that is a side effect. I think it's a very, very small dose. I'm taking 3 milligram tablets, but they are huge. They're like this big, but they say 3 mgs on them, so they're probably mostly plastic. And I don't know, maybe it's having an effect on me. Kazoo, Chaz and Dave, really quick. Chaz and Dave, are they the ones who are like, they sing about rabbits? They're like Cockney boys, aren't they? They have a right old nose up. Is that Chaz and Dave? I don't really know. Get all the redeems back to 10 seconds so we can spam them again. Oh dear, you're trying your best. Fetal Sabers is what I've named this save, and I can't quite remember why. Rabbit, rabbit, etc. I don't think I've ever actually heard a Chaz and Dave song. I think I've heard people reference Chaz and Dave. I can't imagine I would like Chaz and Dave. Hang on, I'm not kazooing this, but I just want to hear. Maybe I will like it. Maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, Chaz and Dave. Turns out they're a classic. Let me go to here. Go to YouTube. Is it Chaz with an S or Chaz with a Z? Chaz and Dave. Rabbit. This is the one I've heard people reference. 1981. Oh my god, look at them. They're so English. I saw them live decades ago. It was a thing. They played on Labby Sifri sample used by Eminem. Did they? Did they play... What was the I can't even know how to pronounce his name. Labbe Sifra? What was the sample that Eminem used of him? I think it might have been on the Real Slim Shady, but I can't remember what the Labbe Sifra song is. I really like it. That's Chaz and Dave? Does Chaz with an S does Chaz with an S exist? My name is... There we go. This is Chaz and Dave. Is this Novelty? So what? Oh, nice up, innit? You got a beautiful face. You got a beautiful face, love. You got taste. You got beautiful eyes. Got beautiful eyes. You got beautiful thighs. You got a lot without a doubt. But I'm thinking about blowing you out. Oh no, what does that mean? Oh, look at me nuts! What does blowing you out mean? Like blowing your back out? Stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? It's about a woman who talks too much, I believe. You got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. This time you got it off the chest. Oh, this is awful. Now you was just the kind of girl to break my heart into. It is. Fuck you, Dad. My eyes on you. Big name is fucking minging. Though you've been my ear holes too. With your incessant talking, you're becoming a pest. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Now you're a... That's the bit I've heard people reference. Wow, that is really upsettingly annoying, isn't it? Let's close that forever and never listen to Chaz and Dave again. These were a big band for a while. Did Sainsbury's have a lot of rabbit in 1981? I think one of the jokes I've heard is that no, they didn't. Don't say to thighs, you love thighs. You'd give half your life for Midna to squeeze you with them. Richard Ayoade had a bit about this song. I find Richard Ayoade a little annoying. I used to find Richard Ayoade funny, and then he just kept doing the same shtick for years, and now I find him annoying. I found him funny on IT Crowd, and I find him funny, I think he's genuinely really funny on Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, and now I find him annoying, because he's basically just done the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. He's supposed to be a total arsehole as well. Yes, he fucking gave a positive review to that fucker Graham Linehan's book. Horrible prick. There's another reason. But just as like a comedian, I find him a bit annoying. I think he was like more than happy to give Linehan a quote or something. Yep, I'm fed up of hearing the HSB advert during podcasts. Like, even when he was doing stuff like Travel Man and stuff like that, I was like, I'm sick of your act, to be honest. I found you funny at first, but I'm now sick of it. I have his book on my shelf, and I don't like it being there anymore. I imagine a lot of them have ended up in charity shops. I haven't seen his movie. I'm sure his movie's fine. I think it's meant to be quite grim. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I think we can now go down to the planet, can't I? I didn't mind his shtick still, because I don't cave to the overexposure of Ayoade. Like, I love Submarine and left it. Submarine, that's it. Lots of British comics only have one joke, so they fall in with turfs easy. That's actually a very good point. Submarine was very incel. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard some people really like it, and I've heard some people say it's kind of insufferable and miserable. So who knows? Maybe I'd like it. I haven't watched it for a reason, though, to be honest. Maybe that's why I liked it in the year 2012. I'm going to turn this down a little bit again. He was in that Pixels movie years ago, I think, which serves him right. He's been in a lot of really bad American comedies, hasn't he? Like, even putting aside the American remake pilot of IT Crowd, which somehow managed to be even more shit than the IT Crowd. But he was in, like, that Night Watch movie with, like, Ben Stiller. He was in Pixels. He's been in some real bad stuff. Like the IT Crowd, there we go. I liked the IT Crowd at the time. I was never a huge fan of the IT Crowd, but I did like it. I was like, this is fine. And then I rewatched it recently with Emma, because she was like, you know, she really loves Father Ted, as does everybody by law on this island. So we watched IT Crowd. And she was like, this isn't very good. And I was like, I hate this now. I think that something has really turned for me in my sense of humor, because I hate this. And she was like, it's not that bad. And I was like, I hate it. He was in Britain's Big Bang Theory and has as much success as the rest of them, yep. I found Chris O'Dowd funnier, to be honest, although he also seems like a little bit insufferable. My mum bought me Pixels Blurry for Christmas. I did not tell her. The Blu-ray for Christmas, I'm assuming that means. Speaking of Night Watch, how has no one made Terry Pratchett watch into anything good? I know. There's never been a good Terry Pratchett adaptation, has there? I think people say good things about the Discworld adventure game, the like text-based one. But I love Terry Pratchett. Lies Hogfather. I will stress again, nobody's made Pratchett into anything good. Sorry, I've only seen like 10 minutes of Hogfather, and I've never even read the book of it. Chris O'Dowd was in the Imagine Lockdown video. Ugh, never mind. I really love Terry Pratchett, and I especially love the Night's Watch stuff. Like, some of my favourite books of all time. Really, really love it. They made an adaptation of it recently for like the BBC or ITV, one of those, and it looked horrifying. It was like a sci-fi thing that had basically no connection to it, and everybody disavowed it from the production, and it was like, oh, yeah, it sucked. Ayoade was in The Box Trolls, which I've never seen. I missed the Sky Pratchett Productions. I think they did a couple of, didn't they do like Colour of Magic or something? The thing is, I like Terry Pratchett more as he goes along than early stuff. I don't really like Colour of Magic that much. I don't really like some of the earlier stuff like Pyramids and Colour Magic and that kind of thing. I prefer like middle and late Pratchett. They also did the Postal one, Going Postal, 18 plus. Colour of Magic is like a pilot. Yeah, it has some early weirdness to it. I find a lot of his earlier books like that. Really, it takes until stuff like Mort and Reaper Man, I actually don't know how early they are, where when I go like, oh, I really like this now. When he starts introducing a little bit of drama to it. I think Terry Pratchett was equally good at doing comedy and drama, and when he melded them together, I would like it more. This is Mozart. It's terrible. Armed humans have burst into our home and are causing destruction. Ah, fuck, what did I do? I'm not a fan of Pratchett. I think that's fine. I think I can imagine his style being quite grating if you don't find it funny. Like, Emma's read a couple of books. Emma asked me for recommendations on Terry Pratchett, and I went, oh, I would recommend, I think I recommended Reaper Man and something else, because Reaper Man is the first one I read as a child. Baby books for babies? Well, that's why I read it as a child. And I went, and I think I maybe recommended, like, Feet of Clay or Guards, whichever the first one is. I think Guards of the Night's Watch series. And she read them and went, yeah, they're fine, but I don't like the comedy. I don't like comedy books. And I was like, then you are not going to like them. They're going to annoy the fuck out of you then, to be honest. Even he said the first couple of books are not my best. I mean, he was very prolific, which means a lot of them are not his best, right? Terry Pratchett, even when he got really good, in my opinion, was still putting out a couple of stinkers every so often. Like, I don't think Snuff is particularly good. The last of the Night's Watch series, I think that's pretty bit trite and silly. He was suffering quite badly from dementia at the time, so maybe we leave him off. But I think he was always a little bit mixed, but when he was good, I really, really liked him. How did this happen, Mozart? Monstrous Regiment? That's also very good. Many of my herdmates lie dead. They have threatened to kill KotOR, and I fear they will see it through. You must help us. We can only turn to the Jedi. The TSF is powerless. Is everybody else shit in this town? They are holding KotOR in his room and have sealed the door behind them. You'll need a passkey to open it. I will give you this passkey, but I'm stuck in the vivarium, and I can hear the men hammering on the door. Please help. What the fuck is this? Okay, fine. Let's go help my turtle friends, I guess. I just don't believe you can be that prolific without there being 60% shite. Yeah, I would say his early stuff is not great. And I would say even when he was very good, every so often, he'd put out a book that I went, oh, Pratchett, this should have left this one in the cooker a bit longer. But most of his stuff, I would say, is pretty fun. It's the problem with being prolific like that, right? It's like Bowie. Like, after a certain amount of time, you become a bit shit, or it's patchy. Are you the people who are... No, this is it, the Arthurian Compound. There are people who read the books for decades, and then only after 18th read do they get a pun. Hi! Oh, it's Mandalorians, maybe? They're all mercs. Okay, they're leaving the greeter alone, at least. That's kind of fun. Let's throw a grenade at you. Throw a big old grenade at them. That did not do much. Stun them. Is everybody... Are you, like, doing anything, Kreia? Please? Please, Kreia? Can you please get in? But yeah, I think if you're not into comedy books, you will find it really annoying, Pratchett. And I think that's fair. Because I'm not really into comedy books. Really, the only time I ever like comedy books is Pratchett. I can't think of any other... It's a bit like how I am with music as well. There's very few kind of comedy musicians that I don't find insufferable. I think the only two comedy book series I like are Terry Pratchett's stuff, and the John Dies at the End stuff are also kind of comedy books, and I really like them. But other than that, I will never read other ones. Wasn't there a region where they inserted adverts into the book text? That sounds hilarious and fucked up. Probably, to be honest. Where that came from? Stun him. Are you doing anything out there? At least you're healing. Where that came from? Stun him. Do anything. Not in Germany. Of all the countries that might do that, I would consider America the most likely, but I don't know, basically. You have different hair. Does that mean you're stronger? Or is it all just randomized? I think he just sheathed his sword. It was Germany.
Everyone down.
That's kind of funny. What ads for what? Was it like general stuff like milk or beets? Or was it stuff like actual products? Not in the versions I read, at least. Like, it could have been just like Vimes turns to camera, virtual camera, and is like, I really like milk. Them bones need calcium. I can't believe that was legal. Terry Pratchett's German publisher inserted a soup ad into his novel. Bloody soup. That's incredible. I love Campbell's. I've never had... I don't even know if they sell Campbell's here. Right. Are you okay, greeter? Are you fine? Greet me. Thank you for returning. We had feared that you were already on the shuttle to the restoration zone. You must help KotOR and Mozart. They have been cornered and I believe they mean to kill them. Yeah, I'll help. That's fine. Where's my cow is an ad now when he reads it to young Sam. It's all about like the beef industry. Where is KotOR? Fun fact, you know that scene in Thud? Nobody's going to know this if you don't know the Terry Pratchett books. That scene in Thud, where he reads, where he's like screaming the Where's My Cow book while fighting because he can't get back to his kid. I cried. I cried at that. Where is KotOR? KotOR is with the droid intelligence, where he usually is. Okay. Where is Mozart? Plant specimen, so he's in the vivarium. Good stuff. Let's go! When countries are sponsored, I'd like to visit Nordway. Oh. I don't see as many VPN adverts around anymore. Used to be constant VPN ads, and I think most people have now figured out that either they already have a VPN or that they don't need one, because nobody really needs a VPN. When countries are sponsored, I like to visit Nordway. Something like around about now, our heroes must be pretty hungry, and what better than a nourishing bowl, etc., etc. My editor was pretty sick about it, but the company wouldn't promise not to do it again. That's so fucked. But the thing is that you could play that off pretty easily as a joke. You could go like, oh, wouldn't it be funny and fucked up if this was real? But then it is real. Right, stun and critical strike. Take out a couple at least.
More where that came from.
God, I wish I didn't miss as much. This was the problem in the previous game as well. Just keep stunning. You stun as well? You should do some stunners. No, you have fear. Do you also have stun? You have force scream. Why the fuck haven't you been using force scream? That looks fucking weird. And then you kill the war droid over there. We'll split each other up a bit. Don't run at Nordway. I could have said Norton antivirus. Does anybody use that anymore? I doubt it. What are you fighting now? You're just standing there now, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, I'm dumb. My character is so fucking dumb. Oh my, I've taken a lot of damage. I'm gonna run away. Okay, you do some power attacks on you. There we go. Now run up here. I'm out of stuff, so I'm just gonna master flurry you to death. Fantastic. This'll go fine. We're all okay. I'm the only one who's taken any damage, really. Currently used in my professional environment. Really? There's no way that you're using Norton antivirus in the current year. I thought Norton antivirus had died years ago. I guess offices are far behind. As Jesus hung from the cross, he looked up and said, "Forgive them, Father, for they haven't had a Snickers." I could see that being like a Super Bowl ad. Super Bowl ads have gotten, and ads in general, have gotten so sort of ironic and self-referential. I can imagine them doing that. And then there being like a real fucking backlash against it. It'd be kind of funny. I find Snickers ads in general quite annoying. Like a lot of American ads, I find them very loud and grating. But I think that's the point. They get your attention. But it's one of those things where even if I don't care or have any strong opinions about the product, the more ads I see, the less likely I think I am to consume that product. Look at Shogun on Disney Plus or FX. I'm sure that's a perfectly good show. In fact, I've heard it's amazing from actual people, but I have heard so many ads and seen so many ads for it, I won't watch it. I might watch it later, but there's no way I'm rewarding that. I find it so fucking irritating. It's so dystopian and weird that the Americans get excited over ads in their football thing. Oh, yeah, I noticed that, where a lot of people will watch the Super Bowl just for the ads, and I'm like, but it's rude if you say that's really sad to them, because then they get annoyed. Shogun? Never heard of it. Nope, not a whisper. Completely flew under my radar. It's been oh my god, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts to go to sleep recently, and 2 ads per podcast for fucking Shogun. That was me with Poor Things, also goes triggering. See, it's weird, because I've heard people, Emma somehow is completely, it's weird how targeted stuff works, because Emma has not seen a single ad for Shogun. I mentioned this earlier to Emma, because we saw one on YouTube when we were watching a YouTube video on the TV. We're watching an episode of Tasting History, and it was sponsored by Shogun. And I was like, oh, fuck me, not Shogun again. And she looked at me and went, what's Shogun? And I went, you've avoided it so far? She had never seen one. It had never been served up. And I was the same with Poor Things. It was the opposite, where she had seen like 50 Poor Things ads, and I had never seen one. They never showed me one. And And I was like, huh, weird, because honestly, you'd think it would be the other way around, because I am more the target audience for Poor Things, I think. I get so many ads for True Detective Night Country, put me off that as well. I've seen only 2, but they look really bad. I think True Detective is a bit like the Jordan Peele of anthology shows, right? Where everybody really loves the first one, and then every other one since has been like, it's not as bad as the previous one, at least. YouTube have been making more and more unskippable, or now you skip and then it plays another. Yep, especially on the television. It's really, really annoying. By default now, I think it's like every 10 minutes you get like a 90-second ad. People love the latest and people love the first. I thought people hated the latest. And others were even more split. I loved the first. I thought the first series of True Detective was one of the best series of television that has ever aired. I thought it was incredible. So wonderfully good and fucked up and horrible and bleak, and I was surprised they even aired it on television, to be honest. It's really great. Every other series I have heard nothing but bad things about, to be honest, including the most recent one. But maybe it's good. I couldn't finish the second. I didn't realize they were still making them until the latest one. I think they're on like 5. I've also heard the new one is good again. Maybe it's really good then. Who knows? I think it has Jodie Foster in it, who is a good actor. But I know the second one was not well liked, and the third one was more well liked than the second one, but still not well liked. People compare the newest one to The Thing vibes, and I do love The Thing because of the whole icy setting. Is it a bit like Fargo, but spooky? Couldn't finish the second, didn't realize they were still making them. I was the same until they released an ad for it. True Detective is another thing I never got round to watching, and now I'm not really interested, but maybe it's good. I would recommend it, I think. I think it's really good. At least the first one. I wouldn't recommend any of the others. Not really like Fargo, no. I've still never seen the show Fargo. I watched the movie with Emma recently, and it was so good. It was even so much better than I remembered. So I was like, we should definitely watch the show, but I haven't gotten around to it. The show is really good. Let's disable the droid, please, and save these boys. Oh, it jumps! I didn't even know. Let's, you do a force scream on this boy in the background, and then you just keep blasting. I think you should just blast as much as possible. The show is great. Latest series of that is amazing. First season is the movie, but it's great if you can get over hating Martin Freeman. I am less intolerant of Martin Freeman than some other people. I wouldn't say I like Martin Freeman, because that's a deranged thing to say, because who likes Martin Freeman? He's just fine. But I feel like Martin Freeman, one of the reasons I think everybody might hate him is because he is in some of the worst things ever. But he is rarely the thing in it that makes it bad, I find. Like, just as an actor, I'm sure I've heard he's an edgelord as well, so that's another thing, his stupid face. I've heard he's a very pretentious prick. But just as an actor, I find he's in some of my least favourite movies in the world. But he's rarely the thing that I hate about them. Like, he's in The Hobbit, and it's terrible, but he's, like, not terrible as Bilbo. He's in Hitchhiker's Guide, which is fucking rancid, but he's not horrendous as Arthur Dent. He's in the Marvel movies, which I hate, but he's just basically a blank slate in those as well. I mainly hate him because of the things he says. We should all hate him because he's one of the most Islamophobic people in British acting. Is he? Really? He called Lucy Liu a dog? When did this... That's like comically evil. People like Lucy Liu. He did the low-budget arty one where it's a zombie apocalypse and he's trying to transport his baby to safety. People seem to say that was good. I've never heard of this. I thought that was... I mean, that sounds very similar to that one time that Arnold Schwarzenegger also tried to do that, right? Oh, that's another comedy book I quite like, is Hitchhiker's Guide. I like Hitchhiker's Guide, okay. I don't like it a huge amount, but I think it's fun.
I say the word.
And a lot of people find that fucking annoying as well. Just as a stand-about, look vaguely conscious when you're out of the bed. Oh, they leveled. Good stuff. Fuck me, there's a lot of boys in these rooms, isn't there? Christ, the Arnold baby film. I heard mixed things about it. I heard some people say, oh, that's very sad, and some people say, it's very shit. I never watched it, I don't have an opinion on it. It was originally a short, and then they made it a full-length film. Martin Freeman went on, I assume. Nearly done. There's a lot of boys. They're throwing a lot of boys at us. Hello, Moza. You're safe. No, you're not Moza. You're Moza. You all look the same to me. I'm a space racist. Thank goodness you're come. There's no time to lose. You must go to KotOR's aid. Take this passkey and it'll give you access to the room. Fantastic. He faces controversy. Found a summary. Martin Freeman, known for the MCU and The Hobbit, faces controversy over past potentially racist, anti-gay and anti-Islamic comments resurfacing on social media. In a 2013 interview, he sparked criticism for an insensitive joke about dating elves, making a reference to date rape. Fuck me. Raising concerns about his humor in inappropriate context. Martin admitted to smacking his children and using inappropriate language, acknowledging imperfections in parenting. That's a weird one. Like, there's a certain... After a certain age, as you go up, people start talking about beating kids as like, it's just a quirk we have. It's like, from a modern, like, younger standpoint, you go, what? I'm on my way. Ooh, he's doing a dramatic step up to me. That's very cool. I haven't seen them do that in this game yet. Goodbye. I'll be nice to them. We got the passkey. Let's go! Hello, who the fuck are you? Are you just wandering around in here? This is a war zone! A 1940s news voice, which is very suitable since that's all stuff that should have died out in the 40s. That's just how it is. You know, a hard day at the office, boss won't get off your case. Have a burger, have a beer, beat your kids. Right? Wrong. Don't beat your kids. The more you know. Now he's doing a new creepy movie. Oh, the new one looks fucking horrifying. The new one is like, the new movie that he's in, and I can't even remember what it's called. But the new movie that Martin Freeman is in seems to be for, like, J.K. Rowling types. You know how J.K. Rowling and a few other weird media literacy allergic people where, like, Lolita is like a beautiful tragic love story. That's basically what the new one seems to be. It's like May, December, but without any, like, condemnation. It's terrifying looking. Looks really bad. It's not meant to be good. I keep meaning to lockpick doors and forgetting.
You will die along with your herd.
You must not do this. If you kill my herd, my planet will suffer and die. The people
That's
with
none
it.
of my concern. I was hired to do a job, and after I kill you, I'll be done.
Surely you cannot see the world so callously. Credits you may have, but someday the scars will consume you.
But not today, Athorian.
Don't kill KotOR.
This is the best that you could
I like
muster to
KotOR.
come to your rescue?
My
Very
abuse of
well.
X was like that,
I shall
no
add their
surprise.
bodies to the dead.
Ugh. I can't be homophobic. I stood beside that horrific Moriarty as mad and gay sham in Sherlock. Stun him. And then just do some flurries. Do some flurries. She's running away. They'll all be safe. The bit where they had the gay character sat in the throne, so they were the queen, is incredible writing. Look, nobody's ever accused Stephen Moffat of being a good writer. But that is pretty rough. Kill the mercenaries? Everybody just go kill mercenaries. That'll be fine. You do a force scream. I still don't know what that is.
I hear you.
Keep going. Keep going, please. Just do something. There we go. Fight. Fight them. There's only a couple in here. This should be okay.
Oh yeah, you're nothing. You're fine.
I can't be Queen, I'm Irish. Isn't the guy who played Moriarty Irish? I don't know. I never watched much of that show because I hated it at the time. I was like, this is terrible. I watched like 1, maybe 2 episodes of BBC Sherlock, and I know that the internet went wild for it.
I never imagined Circa would resort to this. They will stop at nothing to sabotage our efforts.
But yeah, I know the internet went wild for it for a while, but I found it very annoying. I found it to be the worst impulses of like Doctor Who era Stephen Moffat. Like, I found it really annoying. Like, just lots and lots of like sub Joss Whedon era quipping. Really annoying. JK is famously against haircuts. I never imagined Zerka will resort to this. They will stop at nothing to sabotage our efforts. Zerka?
Those mercenaries were hired by Zerka. They were instructed to destroy and kill everything they found in here. Moza, you are safe.
Yes, thanks to Dorito Go Oblin, I am glad to see you are unharmed.
You must go to the Telosian Council, Ulsa. Tell them what happened here. You must make them see the evil they have allowed onto the station.
Yes, Kodo, I will do my best.
And again, I thank you. I feared that you had already boarded the shuttle and we would be helpless to defend ourselves. As you must now know, there is little more I can give you, but here's our...
Oh God, you're having a stroke! My mum won't stop reading her crime novels. Yes, I know, but she's a good writer. I'm still working on that. What the fucking Robert Galbraith stuff? Ew. I didn't even realize that, it was so tragic. It's funny now, but it's really tragic as well that those books did not do very well, and then she leaked her own pseudonym so that they would sell more. It was like, oh fuck, nobody likes these. My books aren't doing great. Rumors say it's J.K. Rowling actually. Then everybody buys it. I read it and it wasn't that bad about trans people, Mum, that's not the issue. I picked up one in a bookshop once and read, it was like fucking 900 pages, number one, so clearly she still doesn't have a fucking editor. But also, most of it seemed to be tweets and it looked ridiculous. After a few seasons, it went a bit off the rails, but it was okay. Sherlock looks bad, though, based off that clip I've seen. I watched Elementary instead, that's it. I think that's the era when Martin was like, I gave my approval to Johnny Lee Miller, but then went off to insult Lucy Liu, weirdo. My mum liked Elementary more. Elementary looked shit. Elementary looked really bad. Elementary looked like what you'd expect from... a Sherlock Holmes adaptation on American network TV. It looked really bad. I quite liked Elementary. Even my wife would watch it independently of me. I listened to Clockwork Cuckoo at the worst job of my fucking life and listened to the final chapter first by accident, and I didn't realize till the end. Up until the end I was like, well, at least she tried to do something different by giving the solution straight away, then realized when it ended on a cliffhanger that actually she hadn't done that and I had just fucked up. That was right before she leaned all the way into the transphobia in her later books. I've heard they're not great. I mean, that might be a fun way to read mystery novels, reading them as if they're like a Columbo episode. The last mystery novel I read was called A Morbid Something for Bones? What was it called? A Morbid Search for Bones? I'm looking around as if it's around me. It's not very good. It was a Cadfile book, which is like a famous British series of shit novels about a 12th century monk who solves mysteries, and it was like watching a Miss Marple or Murder, She Wrote episode, but even worse. If I see a JK book at the charity shop, I find it accidentally falls behind the shelves where it's really hard to see. I really liked Lucy Liu's character in it. Seemed like a rare, well-written female character, but was problematic in parts like most detective stuff. But after a bit, it didn't really make sense. If JK got hit by a car, I could imagine the celebration to be like the ending of Return of the Jedi. Just a golden man just dancing around. I must leave now. There we go. Go. May you have safe travels. We will meet again. Fantastic. We saved the boys. Now we can go down to the planet. I don't know, I find that with a lot of detective shows, whenever I've watched them, I get sick of them quite quickly. Like, the most fun I've ever had watching detective shows was Columbo. I love Columbo. Columbo's great. Even Columbo, after really about 15 episodes, I go, that's enough now. Don't need more Columbo than this. It's just because they're quite long as well. Poirot God tier until Noiro. I don't even like Poirot, really. Emma loves Poirot. And I think she has the same complaints as you, but I know that Emma likes Poirot a lot. And so she has shown me a few episodes of Poirot, and I just don't really get it, to be honest. I find him annoying. I don't really like David Suchet. I don't really like the character of Poirot. I find the whole thing kind of annoying. Because it's quite similar, really, to Columbo in setup, right? It's like a little guy who, rats out rich people. But Columbo, I don't know. Columbo is a genuinely fun character and he's charismatic. And it does help. It's the one cop or detective thing I like, because he's just a little guy, and also he exclusively goes after rich white people. It's quite fun. And makes them squirm. Oh, but it's so good though. Bones was a fucking struggle. I think my mum watched Bones. Who's in Bones? It's not like Zooey Deschanel, is it? Or is it like what? Someone who looks exactly like her, but maybe isn't as famous as her. I think with Elementary, it helped I like the actors, whereas Sherlock, I hate the main two actors and hated the Tumblr obsession with it. I believe my mum watched a lot of Elementary because she thought Johnny Lee Miller was hot. So that's really my only familiarity with it. It's Emily Deschanel, her sister. It is a low-rent one. Cool. Zoe looks like Katy Perry. Yes, same eyes. Same, like, wide staring eyes. Brunette white woman with wide staring eyes. Anyway, let's go. I think I've only seen Johnny Lee Miller in Trainspotting. That's the only thing I know him from. Was he in anything else but those two? Who knows? Where do I go down? We've killed everyone in like half these rooms at this point. I think the lift is here. Let's go down the lift, shall we? I don't think there's anything else I need to do. I could upgrade stuff. We'll get a chance later. It's fine. It's fine. Poker Face is a newer show that started last week. Elizabeth has the... Oh, a new show that started last week, Elizabeth, has the here's the murderer doing the murder. Now it's about the cat and mouse chase, and I liked it so far from the pilot. Again, the Columbo thing. Hackers, you uncultured. I don't know what people are talking about anymore because I don't really remember Hackers, to be honest. A guy who was potentially in Buffy at some stage. Was there somebody who was in Buffy and Hackers? Can't really remember the cast of Hackers. After Matthew Lillard and the guy with the beard and Hackers is my comfort movie. Why is my light doing this? My light is clearly not getting enough power from my computer, but only that one. And so it goes off about halfway through the stream. It's plugged in. I don't know why it's doing that. Borat voice, my light. Why are you... Do I have to plug you into a different fucking thing? Hang on. Why are you doing this to me? Please. Please stop. I have another USB-C thing here. I'll plug you into that. Okay, it's on again. We'll see if that works. Try a different USB controller if you have one. I do. I think the Super Who-Lock put me off all three shows. That's appropriate, I think. Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. I would say, of those three shows, Doctor Who is the best. But I could not ever recommend anybody to watch Doctor Who, because that's like giving them an illness. It's like punching them in the face or giving them some sort of terminal illness. Horrible. My boyfriend wrote his thesis about Supernatural and Omegaverse. What? Like the Omegaverse is in the like slightly modern thing about like I'm an alpha male, or is that like a Supernatural specific thing? Pigcam might be overloading it. Oh, it might be. I don't know. The Pigcam is plugged in always, which is unnecessary. I could plug that in when it gets redeemed. Anyway, let's go shuttle to the docks. A lot of it is Supernatural fanfics. Oh, God. How many of them are incestuous? Is it 98%? I have no idea. I will stand by the first series of whatever, we're in shadow for the moment. I will stand by the first series of Supernatural being alright. Not great, but okay. It's like a good Monster of the Week kind of spooky Scooby-Doo kind of thing. And then immediately they try and do the whole, like, you know, arcs and angels and demons and it's very deep and it was like custom designed for Tumblr fanfiction. Like, did you want syphilis, gonorrhea, or herpes? None if I can, please. Whichever one doesn't involve the urethral scraping, but other than that, I don't want any. Which docking bay are we going to? Hang on, let me actually read this. Told you that the Zabrak ex-military engineer named KotOR could help you find the Ebonhawk. KotOR was last seen in ORZ-0031, a Zerka-held restoration zone on the surface of Telos. The Ithorians will allow you to use an orbital shuttle in Bay 2 of the dock pod. Fantastic. Herder docking bay. Citadel Station's heavy airlock doors are usually open via a nearby terminal. Can you open this, please, Ithorian? Greetings. Hodo sent me. I'm here to take an orbital shuttle to the planet. He sent word ahead. Please enter. The shuttle has been prepared and is ready for departure. Woo! It's been lubed up and widened. You don't hear much about... I feel like docking doesn't get talked about as much anymore. When I was on the slightly earlier internet, people were always talking about docking. I just hate when they introduce that sad angel guy who looks like a really, really depressed IT manager. I believe you're talking about Castiel, the angel? Fuck me, I hate that show. Now, I feel like it's one of the few things that I could have a proper, full opinion on, is hating Supernatural. Because I watched over 12 series of it. I was so depressed at the time. And I just wanted something on as the background. And I went, hey, I kind of liked the first series of Supernatural. Let's put that on. I hear it's gotten lots. And then, Jesus Christ, just out of inertia, I kept watching as it got worse and worse and worse and worse. Now people are just into beetroot. Bring back docking. But they brought in an angel who's like a sad guy with like a tie, who's dressed almost identically to Columbo, actually, weirdly. But, and he's like Data, but an angel. He's like Data in that he doesn't understand human emotions. That's the joke. It's so bad. I watched all of Riverdale, that was for the lols, also just for something on the background. It's what that kind of show exists for, really. Or that's what it's meant for, and then people latch onto it. I could not be subjected to the rest of that show. Isn't it? I think it's over now, but didn't it run for like 25 series? It was pretty hilariously bad till the last season, which was just boring. Riverdale looked like it was going for the aesthetic of like a Twin Peaks, but the content and acting of like a CW superhero show. So it really did put me off. I would never bother watching it. Are we going this way? Do I need anything here? Bay 2 airlock? Ooh, it's a very big... Oh, we were here earlier! This is where we fought the boys. Can I go in this door just for a treat? I think he's named after the god saint of Thursdays because that's the day it aired. Oh, kill me. Awful. It is a CW show. Oh... The CW has found its market, but it is in making extremely poor programming, right? It's like they make a lot of like The Flash and The Green Arrow and stuff like that, and Riverdale apparently. Oh, they're all kind of the same show, and they all exist. I don't think Supernatural was a CW show, but you could see it being one. Like they all exist to do fan fiction. I always laugh when people go season 1 of Riverdale was so good, then it went downhill, because it was always trashy. It did get worse, though. Yeah, it's very intentionally cheesy shows, right? That's what they do. Can I just get onto this ship, then? Where do I get on? Is it in the back? There we go. Scoop me up. This orbital shuttle is used to transport cargo and passengers between the Citadel and Telos' surface. Bring me down! Let me touch some grass. Bring me down to the Telos surface with the grass. I'm not even going to bother. Take the freighter down, please. Yippee. The Flash in any form looks like a tragic form of media. Yeah, I just don't get the concept, to be honest.
Admiral
I'm a speedy boy. We already have Sonic, and that already sucks.
We've been expecting you.
Grant, it's nice to know that TSF hasn't gone to shambles in my absence.
Is that
And how
Carf?
about you? An admiral. You might change your tune.
Sorry, I
after
missed
you
the
see
name.
what
It's
the situation
Carf!
is
Oh,
like down
fuck
here,
me!
Carf.
Why the
I've got
fuck
some
are you
bad
back?
news for you.
Well, it can't be that bad, Grant. I think Telos has already been through the worst.
The one you came all the way out here to pick up, well, she managed to escape the station. We're not exactly sure how it happened.
Well, that's unfortunate, but luckily it still fits our plans.
Am I hearing this right?
I'll tell you more when I arrive, but the Republic has decided not to detain the exile and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
The exile? Then...
Like I said, we'll talk more when I arrive.
God,
Looks
don't
like
make
we
him
will.
act.
I'm uploading
How
the
the
approach
fuck
vector
does
to
this
you now.
guy get
See you soon,
work?
Admiral.
I don't mean to be too mean about it, but like, he was the same in Mass Effect, right? Is he like the brother of somebody who directs these games? What the fuck? Is this the credits? Why did it go Obsidian? Was it like, previous character? Was that the intro of the game? Have I just gotten through the fucking prologue? That came out of nowhere. Obsidian. Return of the Carth. Ooh.
Everyone hold on tight. We should be putting down in a few seconds.
This ship looks grim. My wife watched the modern Dark Hardy Boys, and Jesus, even she stopped watching the second series after a couple of episodes. I feel like I've been like that with a lot of shows.
Grab onto something. This is about to get rough real fast. I feel like most shows shouldn't
go over 1 or 2 series, to be honest. Game errors and just starts playing random cutscenes. We're being shocked, by the way. Squeaky green boys are going... It's like, there is something tragic about most shows getting cancelled now, it seems. Like, no show is allowed to be more than a couple of series, unless it's hugely famous and they allow it funding. But in general, I do think shorter shows is probably better for quality. Because you have to actually, you're forced to plan out endings and shit like that. I don't know. That's just a personal take. That one isn't me being snobby and going objectively true like usual. Avatar got given its 3-season order. Good to have you back, General. Who the fuck are you? What happened? Oh, it's a floating beach ball. They've confirmed it's renewed for 2 series and will finish on the 3rd. Oh, that's okay. How much did the original Avatar go for? 9, 11, 30 series, something like that. A lot, I'm sure. Probably not that much. I'm going to say 8. They get 8 series. It's a kid show. They can churn that shit out, right? Animated kid shows. My head feels like I've been ripped in half.
Easy now. You survived one spectacular
3?
crash.
It only ran
Lucky
for 3! I guess I'm lumping it in because they had like spin-offs and sequels and stuff, right? Like Legend of Korra.
I owe you more than one, General.
Who are you? So yeah, there we go. Who are you? Who is this? Why do you have little spikos? Not that I don't like them, they're kind of cool, but they make you look a little bit like edgy Bart. Korra came way later. When did, I mean, it says Korea, but when did Korra come out? I don't know, they're all the same show to me, to be honest. Who are you?
You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad she's not a droid, huh?
I might be, you don't know.
We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor.
Are you a Kiwi?
I can see how you'd forget me,
also,
I was the only one.
Actor, wake up. Sorry. Somebody click your fingers under his eyes. He's falling asleep. Wake up. I'm randomly looking into shows with multiple seasons. Like yesterday, I got the first season of Haven, which is like a Stephen King-based thing, and apparently kind of an X-Files Monster of the Week thing, which I think I can get behind over the long overarching plots. Yeah, I like that kind of thing, to be honest. I think there is obviously a place for long overarching plots in shows. Without that, you wouldn't get a lot of, like, the king of prestige TV shows, like Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul, or Sopranos, or... I'm meaning to watch Deadwood and stuff like that. But I do kind of wish there was more shows that were just very good, but also a bit more self-contained, you know? That you didn't have to keep up with them a bit. Legend of Korra was 4 or 5 years after The Last Airbender. VA has properly phoned in this performance. It's ASMR, man. I love that these voice actors sound like depressed film noir detectives. I don't want to talk about the war. Sorry, I just can't remember you.
Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could.
Yeah, me
we all
too.
went
I don't
through some
really want
tough
to talk
times
about
after
the war.
Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids.
God,
They
bring
can't
back
forget
Carth.
anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good.
Stop talking about how fucked up your relationship with droids is, everybody. How are the others?
They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place, and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here?
I don't think this is the case, what I'm about to say, but this performance reminds me of when video games for... Oh, they're right on the floor behind me, I didn't notice. Reminds me of when video games will get big-name actors who have never done voice acting in their life to be in their video game as, like, stunt casting. And they're always shit. I'm thinking of Skyrim, for instance, like the guy who played like Esbern and shit like that. Like Christopher Plummer's in that game, and he's shit. But it's like because he has no idea what the fuck he's saying and doesn't give a fuck. He's there for like half an hour to read out lines as quickly as possible, and it always sounds a bit like this. He's not even Kiwi at all, but Californian. Anyway, looking for my ship, I guess. I was told I might be able to find my ship down here. Do you have a cool laser arm? Redeemed. I don't care what your voice is. You've got a fucking cool laser arm.
Well, if your ship's in as bad shape as this one, I don't think you're gonna have much luck.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
You've been here before? Did you mention this?
Crashed the shuttle that time too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those
Can't
rock
base your
faces.
entire personality
Yes,
on the
our
cool
current
laser arm.
situation is a vast improvement.
He is apparently an actor-director, but I always thought that's just his character's vibe. ASMR boy. I'm gonna kill that light. Okay, I'll fix that light later. In my search for WILB games, more than a few have no voice cast credited, or when they do, they never did anything else, which means they roped in the developers to their voices. That was very common before about 2005, I think. Like, voice actors were just like, you'd get a couple of genuine voice actors, but then because game budgets were much smaller, and gaming voice actors were less common, you would just get, like, Terry from accounting to do like the voices of a couple of characters, like the minor ones that you don't talk too much. Even System Shock wanted that. I think every game did that for a while. I think it's only recently, and I mean, it's not like conditions have improved for voice actors, there's just more of them, right? But like, I think it wasn't expected up until fairly recently that acting should be good in a video game. Because I love this game, and I love the last one. The acting is consistently really bad in them. The acting is like, it's pretty dire in these games. Aside from a couple, but like, virtually all of the main cast are terrible. At least in terms of like movies and TV standards. Voice acting in games is generally a bit shit anyway, even still. Who shot us down?
Beats me. No one's supposed to be here but a Zerka research team. I can't say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting
somebody
us down...
stole our fucking
I
ship.
can't imagine Zerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound.
I hate how your hair clips through your face hat. Why would a research station have an air defense tower?
Maybe they're doing something
They're
they
playing
shouldn't
balloons.
be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
Let's go. We need to find our ship.
I can help you find it. I have access to the shield network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck.
Also, it's quite noticeable in older games that they probably didn't actually have a recording booth for that long, so a lot of people are submitting their lines from their own microphones, so everybody has slightly different production values. Like this guy here, I don't think is using the same microphone as Atten, or whatever his fucking name is, because you can hear, like, there's not as much noise reduction on it. There's a little bit of, like, lip smacking noises and stuff like that. So what do we do?
We'll have to get back to the compound.
He doesn't
The
have a
old
pop
Athorian
filter.
research station turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike.
It won't be an easy hike. Is there a console we can use at the compound?
Zerka freights men and equipment from the landing pad there. If it's there and we can breach
I mean, it's
the
just what you
perimeter,
expect
there's
from
probably
older
something we
games. I
can
think
use.
it's fine.
If
You
not,
can
we
overlook
could try
it.
our luck in the underground ruins. Either way, it's back to the compound for us.
God, you're so quiet. Even the wind is overpowering your performance. It's just that these aliens' voice happens to sound like traffic is passing in the background. It's lower. Sound of a motorbike going by in the background, etc. Let's get going. It's like even when I record YouTube videos, the audio tends to be a little bit, tiny bit higher quality than when I'm doing YouTube or when I'm doing Twitch, because I'm recording in like WAV format onto an Audacity thing and then syncing up the audio and a video editor later. But even I will do like a pass of like noise reduction and, you know, maybe add a little bit of fancier reverb and stuff like that, so it's a bit nicer. These were all available back then. Let's get going.
That's the plan.
Yippee. Ooh, it's a little friend. But is he a suspicious, evil friend? KotOR has joined the party. Oh, good. He possesses the special ability to rend and destroy force fields. Use his shield breaker ability in combat to disrupt enemy shields. That could be useful. Oh, Christ. Tech specialist. I guess you can go, because I hate you. Yeah, sure. We'll get Jedi and you. Oh, this isn't a great selection of people. I want my little bin friend. This is the party configuration you want? Yeah, actually, no. Come on. Did I add you? Did I add you? Okay, that's fine then. Good stuff. Journal entry added. Oh, did you? Oh, you all kind of faded out like spooky ghosts. Do we get to keep boring Laser Arm Boy? Yay, I guess. Is he delivering these lines from bed? Again, your arm is the coolest thing about you. If somehow we could take your little droid friend and sellotape your arm to it, then he would be my new friend. But other than that, we'll keep you. A Canuck. Did we see Canucks in the previous game? Maybe? If you were a VA on this, there'd be a jarring moment where an EastEnders accent blurts out in space, conflicting with every other accent in the game. I knew you'd hate ASMR, friend. Oh my god, I'm just gonna stop fucking using force powers. They don't work. Kill the Canucks.
Fallen.
Oh, he's kind of adorable. Ooh, somebody dinged. I dinged! Yay! Nobody's ever hired me for voice acting, shockingly, despite all the indie games I've played on YouTube. Shocked that nobody's wanted this. I've got a decent mic. I can submit some voice acting if anybody wants it. I put in as much effort as I always do. He has interesting lore. His lore is actually really interesting. We are 90% all about lore.
Mercenaries, right where we need to
Lore?
go. That sentry droid probably spotted us already. They were probably looking for me when they saw your shuttle go down.
Okay. Thank you for submitting the voice lines. We've just got a couple of little suggestions for tweaks. A bit less Barbara Windsor and fewer cum-based ad-libs, please. Oh, they're just droid... Oh, sentry droid and some mercy boys. That's okay. They don't even see me yet. I would like to level up before we fight them. I think that would be good. Also, what do you have? What's your whole thing? Have you even got a weapon? You don't! What the fuck are you doing? Okay. First of all, let me look at your feats. What can you do? You can wear light armor and medium armor. Improved gear head. Oh god. Flurry, critical strike. You're good at like single melee weapons. That's about it though. You've got like a power attack, you've got flurry. So I will give you like a sword if I have one. Oh, this is shit. Do I have anything for you? Not really. Fuck it, I'll give you like a heavy blaster or a disruptor. Bennox blaster, heavy... Use a heavy blaster, and I have no armor, nothing else for you really. You can just deal with it then. Bye. Dreya in the voice booth. Coming up, boys!
What is it?
I could be a gang leader. Oh no, my persuaders are out. Oh Christ, my persuaders. Right, you need to stun this boy. You, I didn't even level up my character. Oh my god, I will also stun. You can't really do anything, so just fire a gun at him. Oh my god, nobody can do anything. We're all so shit. Okay, disable droids. That's an easy one you can do. Luckily, nobody can hit us. Yay, we've stunned someone. Oh, you can do like a shield thing, right? How do you disrupt shields? Is it like down here somewhere? Medpack, antidote kit, aggressive. He said he had like a shield thing. He was like... Hint, he can down people's shields, but I don't see it. Does he have to have no gun or something? I don't know. Dreya's dramatically lit today. One of my lights is unpowered. I guess just keep attacking then. The shield will go down eventually. Yeah, it has already, that's fine. Okay, hit boys, please. Kill boys. Ooh, he's got a big pipe. I might take that. If I can do it. Because I want to use like a double-bladed weapon. I was nowhere near that, it looked like. Just kill them. They're just little boys, you can mop them up. Trying to book a flight and hotel right now. Where are you going? Jason Statham voice. Looks like they're on the dark side. I mean, it's fine. I could, like, just to make it, like, even more ridiculous, what I can do is up the brightness on this one to max. Go into the camera settings. Oh, that is very dark. Right. Go into configure video. Lower the saturation down to nothing. Heighten the contrast and the brightness. There we go. We're noir mode. Oh god, I've just done it horror. What have I just done? Did I just reset everything? Hang on. There we go. Put on that. Get the saturation all the way down. Brightness up. Contrast up a bit. Contrast. Brightness down a little bit. And then okay. Apply. Okay. There we go. Black and white. I've been color grading all day and now it's like stereo color grading. Noir. Lovely. Vienna, hopefully. Emma's been talking about going to Vienna at some point. Emma wants to go to Vienna, and I don't 100% know why. I don't really know what's in Vienna, but she really wants to go there. So you can tell us in Discord if it's nice. I've been color grading all day. Right, let's go back to the game. Yippee. That's how the rest of the stream is going to look. Oh, we're done! Noir. Are we good? Everybody dead? That wasn't too bad. Now I will level up, because I should have done it earlier. Level up, please. Ooh, unarmed specialist 3. Maybe I should just do some more punch-em-ups. Palpatine Dreya. I'm afraid all your friends have been cummed up. I don't really know what I can't remember exactly what Palpatine sounds like, to be honest. He's like just a generic evil boy, like, come. That kind of thing, right? Ultimate power. That's him. Okay, recommend. There we go. Powers. I would really like heal. That would be lovely. Energy resistance, force barrier. Oh, all of the powers suck. Oh, stasis is good. You know, never mind. Stasis is really good. And then accept. Okay, we're more powerful now. Vienna is very pretty. All I know about Vienna is that Ultravox song. And that Hitler hated Vienna. That's literally all I know about Vienna. Sure, it's lovely. Oh, they have a famous cake. I watched a tasting history episode about it. They have like a very famous, disgusting looking chocolate cake. Ultimate comma. A force pike. Is that better than my shit? What's a force pike? Melee weapons 2 to 12. No, it's not. Effectively functions as a long staff with a vibroblade. Despite its name, it's not related to the force mastered by Jedi, though it is a powerful weapon in its own right. Can I use this? 2 to 12. You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing this. This is my new weapon. Woo! It's like a big old fucking stick. It looks so stupid. Okay. Sacher Tort. It's not great. Yes, it looks so dry. It's so dry. Hitler was from Austria. I didn't know that. I'm not saying you're wrong not to know that in any way. We all have blind spots. I thought that was one of the most famous things about Hitler, is that he was Austrian. That's confusing that other people might not know that. Not Hitler lore. Let's go on the swoop bike. At least you know about Beats, though. Exactly. Beats is my blind spot, apparently. Imagine not knowing about Beats. We all have stuff. Land speeder. I know that Hitler hated Vienna and hated Austria because Vienna is known as like a... No, I knew he was Austrian, but didn't know he was Vienna, maybe? I don't know. Oh, Vienna. Hitler was from Austria. I didn't know that. Oh, you didn't know he hated Vienna. There we go. That's way more understandable then. I didn't think he hated Vienna. Vienna had a reputation of being kind of a liberal, artsy town, and he fucking hated that entire world probably partially because he associated with Jewishness and partially because he was rejected as an artist. And so he fucking hated Vienna. A land speeder, I know that. Hitler hated land speeders. If you think the entire world should be Germany, it might get confusing where you're from. And as a former painter, he hated arts. He did.
Another
I mean, that's
sentry
just
droid.
fascist, right?
The mercenaries must be using
Fascists
them to
hate
locate
art.
us.
At least
There's
good
probably
art.
another patrol
Fascists
nearby.
are terrified of art. Any art that isn't, like, conservative and representational, fascists are terrified by. It's why they're terrified of that urinals bolted to a wall and the sissy neon pipe painting. They're terrified of it. I don't know why. My experience with Vienna was not good, so I'm biased against it. Some creepy men. Lovely art galleries, though. It's known as, like, you know, I think it still has that reputation. It's like, oh, we are like hipster Germany. We're not Germany. We're like smaller and more hipster, and we're very arty. Vienna is great as long as you ignore the Viennese. Found it a bit overrated, probably because I had a bad experience. I'll probably end up going at some point because, again, Emma really wants to go. I don't know what you do in Vienna, though, other than walk around art galleries. What do you go, like, see where Freud lived or something? What do you do in Vienna? Great, as long as you ignore the Viennese. Anyway, let's play it. More sentry droids. My disabled droid skill is so much worse than it was in the previous game. They've buffed a lot of my, like, go-tos. That was my thing, too. I'm sure, like, I will have Emma to guide me around wherever. This is how I mostly travel. Is, like, when we went to the Netherlands, I basically told Emma where we were going. She went like, oh, cool, sweet, we're going to the Netherlands. And then I just handed her, like, pamphlets and stuff and went, you can lead us, or you can suggest us what to do and I'll book everything. Because I have no idea what to do, and I don't really care what we do on holiday. Like, I don't really have any strong feelings on traveling. So I will literally follow along like a puppy when anyone does anything if I'm out of the country. I will do whatever. It doesn't matter. Tried to go to gay bars and cafes, but in 2013 you'd Google stuff and then go there and it's like dead empty and you're like, is this even still a queer bar? Why the fuck did you end up in the Netherlands again? I don't know. It was, my parents really like Amsterdam. My parents have gone to Amsterdam like 5 times and really like it. And they were like, you may as well go. And I looked up flights and it was like, it's like €20 and an hour and a half to go to Amsterdam. Sure, why not? So that's fine. We like went around to some castles and saw some museums and it was a fun time. It's an expensive city. On the other hand, my best friend lives in Vienna, so if you do go, let me know and you want to do and I'll ask her about suggestions. It was a lot harder to find info on Wi-Fi. We went around tulip season and didn't bother. Too much effort. I once worked with somebody who let it slip he thought himself Aryan. Oh, that's a red flag. One day he was talking about how good Hitler's paintings shortly... This is always baffling to me, because Hitler's paintings are really bad. I mean, they're not the worst paintings I've ever seen, but Hitler's paintings, occasionally people will share, like, on Twitter, like, weird Nazis will go like, do you like this painting? And then under it, gotcha, you just liked one of Hitler's paintings. And my response is always, no, it's a bit shit, you didn't get it. Like, when I read the first bit and then look at the painting and go, that looks like a 16-year-old's, like, rejected, what's it called? Like, leaving cert painting in like, beginner art. Like, it doesn't look horrible. It's better than what I could do, probably. But it's not good. It's not a good painting. This guy had delusions of grandeur and trying to suck it to the higher up, so was trying it with the manager. So he let out those Hitler paintings he really liked. Were those famous at the time or afterwards? And he did not like that. Amsterdam is great. I missed the reason you're grayscale. Somebody said it looked dramatic and noir. Of course your parents like Amsterdam? Well, they were stoners. Might still be stoners, to be honest. That perspective is so off. Was that powerful, Ken? The perspective is so off. That's the thing. Like, he'll draw, like, paintings of, like, buildings, because they're all he was interested in was fucking architecture and, like, big buildings. He did one self-portrait, and it's probably the best thing he did. But, he does, like, all, like, oil paintings of buildings, and all the perspective is fucked. Like, windows will be, like, 12 feet high when they're not supposed to be, and doors will be all crooked. It's like, You're not a very good painter. I can see why you were ousted, to be honest. He later blew up our place in the Minecraft server. You know, very mature. I'm assuming not Hitler, the guy you worked with. I don't recall seeing his paintings, but I don't really care to. They're nothing... Like, again, they're stuff that you would see in the hallway in a secondary school. So they're not like the worst paintings you've ever seen. Hitler. What? Emma's home. Hello, Emma.
Why are your shoes left in the hall?
I don't know, they've been there for like a day.
Shoes go in the shoe section.
Okay. I'm not wearing them. Isn't that enough? Love you.
Hello.
Emma's home from school.
Actually, no, take your rest.
Emma's angry that I've done the thing again where I have my meds on the table and just have not bothered taking them.
Take them, I won't let you go.
Okay, I love you.
Why is that in black and white?
One of the lights went out, so I decided to.
Ooh, fancy. It's got an idea about a station, isn't it? It's only a little common cork.
How was school?
Good.
You look out of breath and tired. Okay, enjoy your nap. Love you. Love you. Cat is following you. Cat is following you around again. Less Hitler lore, more gaming, we beg. Emma's back and Dreya's once again talking about Hitler. I don't talk about Hitler much. Oh god. Emma, again, fitting with her sort of film taste of dad thrillers, knows a lot about World War II. Ah! Yeah! +1 post-school nap for Emma. Oh god, we're gonna get blown up. Okay, I have a cool sword. Forgot about that for a second. Easily 50. Yeah, definitely. You've got like so many bookshelves upstairs. We have several bookshelves upstairs and down here, and most of them are Emma's books. And most of them are World War II.
No, they're not. Next time, on Monday, I'll show you all my World War II books.
Oh my god, that would take like 9 hours.
World War II books.
Okay, but that would take like 9 hours.
World War II.
I think we're going the right direction. There's a little guy on the beach. Oh, he looks so cute. I love him. Is that a Canuck as well? They're a little bit like turtle dogs. They're quite cute. I don't really want to kill them if I can help it. Am I going the right way? What now? Oh my god.
Move.
I am moved. Okay.
Look at the baby. Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Where's your baby? Samuel says they'd like to see my books.
The multitasking genius. Am I going the right way? Where exactly am I going? There's the crash site. I can't remember. We'll just go, I guess. It's Taco, cat. I still think Taco is a very dumb name for a cat. Yeah, but it's a very dumb name for a cat. I don't like it. I don't like calling her it. Oh, there's a little skelly boy with some parts. They have little socks. That is the cutest part about Taco, is her little socks. Little cat socks are the cutest part of cats. I'm not really a big cat fan. I don't dislike them at all, but I'm more neutral. Dreya is a very dumb name for a streamer. Kind of is. But like, cat socks are great. Everybody loves cat socks. We love little cat socks. I think Taco is a cute name. I basically just call her Pet. I occasionally, like, in general, I call all the pets just their species plus sometimes gender as well. Like, I will say, hello pig women and hello cat woman, and then move on. I rarely use her name. The only time we ever use their full names is when they're in trouble. Like, I will hear Emma yelling, like, Pebble, Frodo, if they're, like, trying to climb into the dustpan. We used to call Gandalf our little burrito when he was a baby.
The Ithorians are truly amazing in their work.
The force is strong here.
Oh no, you're the
Whether
opposite.
Chodo
Yeah,
and his
you yell
friend
pig
has
when they're
anything to do
climbing
with
into
that
the
is another
dustpan.
matter. Can you feel anything?
Whereas I'm the opposite. I refer to them as their name when they're in trouble. I call Kitten Kitten, despite her being an adult cat. Yes, I also do that. This cat, Taco, is like 12 years old at least. So she's not a kitten, but she's very small. She's only like a little bit bigger than the guinea pigs, to be honest, when she's sitting. So we just call her Kitten. I still call him a baby, because all cats are babies. Oh god. It's very goo. I can't call her Pip. My mum named her. Can you feel anything? No, I feel nothing but emptiness. Have you ever read Sylvia Plath or listened to Elliot Smith? A whisper, perhaps, like the breeze through the grass.
That is good. As a breeze may swiftly turn to
God,
a
Emma
gale,
has pigs.
you are slowly beginning to be reopened to the Force.
Guinea pig.
Quiet. There's a large mercenary patrol up
careful, I
ahead.
think
If
they're
you
trying to
move
jump off
carefully
me.
along
Take one of them, would you?
Okay,
They're trying to jump off me.
okay. Oof.
Who's your baby?
Pig baby.
Who's your baby?
Pig, pig, pig.
When you me. Oh.
Ugh, there you go. Girl. You smell like hay and dandelions. Mwah. No. We do need to cut their nails.
Yeah.
They're spoiling us. Pigs now. Let's go back to the game.
We could cross along
I
the
love
shore.
you. Enjoy
or
your
head along
nap.
the cliffs to the south.
Of course I do. You can stay as long as you like. You just said you were napping. Black and white Emma looking film noir with a feather boa made of pigs. We should cross along the shore or head along the cliffs to the south. Let's go along the shore. No need to hide. Let's take them all out. I don't we can take them out if we like. I mean, there's not that many of them. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go along the shore. There's some boxes over there. Although it doesn't really matter if we have to fight. Everything's been fine so far. I haven't had to run around for 45 minutes like the end of the last game yet, so it's all going smoothly. Stasis the Canuck. I can hear her
This shall not
fussing
stop
around
us
the
for
pig
long.
still. The problem is, I don't have access to a car right now. And so, bringing them to the vet to get their nails cut, which I do every 2 or 3 months, is more annoying because I have to walk there with them in a box. It's like a little cat box, right? It's like one of those little cat carriers, but it's very small and it's basically pig-sized or very small cat-sized. So I put a blanket in there, or multiple blankets if it's cold. I put them in and they go, meh. And I have to walk for about 20 minutes in the cold with them, and they get very angry. They get so mad. Anytime a car crosses us, or anytime they hear a car going alongside the box, they growl and vibrate the entire box. So it's just a hassle to bring them to the vet right now. Why do they make the Wario noise? This is what they do when they're angry. They go like and vibrate their whole body. That's how they growl. I think they think it's intimidating, but it's very adorable, but it does stress them out. You walk along with the box going weh, weh, weh. They tend to be mostly quiet because they're like freaked out by the outside world. But they get angry and try and warn off cars and motorbikes. So I try and keep them like on the opposite side to the road, you know, closer to the wall. But also it's cold, so I don't know. I'll bring them at some point. Don't open it again, you fool. Can I check this speeder? Can I open this? Talk to the remote? Can I open up this boy down here? Anything for... I can't select this boy here. And there's really nothing else to do. Okay. Well, great suggestion going along the coast, you freak. There's nothing here. Oh, well, you could probably cut in along these cliffs. That's fine. More Canucks. Why don't you just put them in your pockets? Hello, pig. He's wandered back in and is now squeaking at me. What?
Let us end.
I don't have treats. In fact, I have given you treats just before the stream, so I know you're full. So I don't know why you're squeaking at me. I gave you cabbage and baby corn and some romaine lettuce. She's no longer squeaking. She's just staring at me. What do you want? Right. They probably just want to be in pockets. Can I open up this boy here? I mean, that's how looting works. Give treats. They're so full of vegetables. Okay, she's gone. she's retreated under a chair. Ooh, mines.
Minefield ahead. We can pick our way through, or take the time to disarm some and clear a path.
I've got enough demolition stuff that I think I can now pick up mines, which is never how it used to work. So I will recover some of them. I'll give them treats after the stream, maybe. Again, though, like, I remember looking. Oh, Jesus Christ! There's so many. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Just run through like a fucking maniac. Cool.
Fallen.
Their diet, a guinea pig's diet, is meant to be made up of something like 80% hay, maybe even 90% hay and grass, and then about 10% vegetables. Or no, then about maybe 5% pellets, and then 5% vegetables. They are currently probably on about 40% vegetables. They're really not... I don't know if it's good for them. It's probably not bad for them, but they're eating a lot of vegetables. Because we have really spoiled the fuck out of them. Like, it's bad what we've done. Because every time they squeak at us, we go, oh, fine, and give them vegetables. So they get them like 4 times a day. Because anytime we go to the fridge, they run out to us and squeak. And go, wee, 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 and like jump around by our feet. I really can't deal with that guy's voice. He's so relaxing. See, I don't find him relaxing. I find him annoying. It's so jarring when there's dramatic music and then whisper, whisper, whisper. He seems like he's been sedated, like he's been given some sort of horrible sedative. It doesn't sound like an actual performance. It sounds like they just woke up the actor and went, the deadline is in 3 hours, we need your fucking performance. He's gone, oh, okay. Hi, we're in the middle of a star war and you need to go and fight the Zerkas. Like, He's on benzos. Benzos are like, are they one of the things that's on lean? I don't know what benzos are exactly. They'll be waiting for us, by the way. Hey guys, get ready. Disable the droid, please. Is that a Twi'lek in the background? A Twi'lek that isn't dancing sensually? That's unusual. I like this new sword pole, by the way. I think it looks cool. I like that I swing it round. I don't like that it's basically a spear. I want like 2 edges on the end. That's not a good way to mime 2 edges. But I want like an edge here and an edge here. I don't want like a knob at the bottom. Xanax and Valium. I think Xanax is used in lean. Aren't like all of those like really hard to get now because of this stuff? Horrible mime. Get it clipped. The human is here. My turrets did not work. You're very pale. Are you jaundiced? My droids will not fail me. Destroy her, my warbots. You're the Wicked Witch. What is going on? Okay, disable warbot, please. Hi. There's a grenade there. I'd like to run away before that goes off. Oh, it never went off. Never mind. It was maybe quite delayed. Okay, we're right up in them. Do that. There we go. Stun some shit. And then just give some flurries and some power attacks and some other stuff. It's easy enough. This is fine. Oh, saying that, we are nearly dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hello, Droid Master. You should be okay. Do a Master Flurry on you. Do some stasises and then a Master Flurry, and then you do just some generic flurros, and then you're dead. No good. I could have quite used your like force field downer. Apparently lean is just cough syrup, but I think people would mix it with benzos. I think it's like Sprite plus cough syrup plus some other stuff. I think those are the 2 main ingredients. Come on, stun her. Stun the fucker. Stun her. We're not high on health. I would like you to stun her, please. Or at least bring down her shield. Stun the fucker. There we go. Now we can hit her. Now it'll be fine. If one of you can land a hit without getting stabbed in the fucking gut. Flurries, please. There we go. Fantastic work. It's a cough syrup that still has drowsiness in it. Yes. Which is not a lot of cough syrup anymore, right? Press spacebar to continue. Yes, I know he's down. Leave me alone. Oh, he keeps walking into mines like a fucking moron. Gonna walk into another mine? Any point? Like, he's looking at it like he wants to. Ooh. Yeah, codeine is the one. Yeah, in a lot of countries you can't get that anymore because of people making drugs out of it. Which means you just don't get good cough medicine anymore. I think a lot of cough medicine is basically a placebo. In fact, I read that recently, that virtually all cough medicine is a placebo. It works on the placebo effect if it doesn't have codeine in it. It just doesn't do anything. It doesn't even really alleviate symptoms. It just tastes the same. Alright, let's heal up, maybe? I can heal... Yes, I now heal everybody, which is good. I don't think that was the case before. Well, my heal has gotten a bit better, I think. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good at all before. I don't think I've used it in like 3 levels, though. Are we going the right way? Is this good? Is this a good thing we're doing? Hi! Ooh. Some bad boys to fight, I imagine. I haven't taken cough medicine in forever, though. I think the last time I took cough medicine, it might have been Calpol.
Looks like we're going to have to
Even prescription, they usually cut it with paracetamol to dissuade abuse. But you can just filter out the paracetamol with water. For palliative care, they don't give a fuck. Couldn't remember what it was called, so it just said the drowsiness. Sorry, I wasn't listening to him at all. I don't even take paracetamol. I'm really bad with medicine. I'm constantly forgetting to take my medicine until Emma tells me to. And I don't take any even over-the-counter medicine. I'm very paranoid about it. Like, I don't like taking paracetamol or... What do they call it? It has a different name in America. Acetaminophen or something like that. Or aspirin is similar, I think, as well. Don't take any of that stuff. My mum got rid of my late stepdad's strong-ass codeine and oral morphine. I was like, no, they're valuable, no. I mean, I'd keep them around just in case. If I ever got, like, gored by a bull or something, I'd be like, yes, please. But I don't have any strong medication. It's like when my parents went to America. Like, my dad used to go to America for work every so often. And he would always bring back, like, fucking strong... over-the-counter painkillers, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what are you going to use these for? He would bring back like 1,000 pills that you could buy in Walmart of like fucking strong, like a barrel of medication. And I was like, what are you, why would you need, that's enough for like, surely that will do you for the rest of your life. Why do you need that? I think they're still using the same meds, to be honest, so maybe it is worth it. But like, I can't imagine needing that many painkillers. I can't imagine needing more than like a 12-pack. But you can legitimately buy 1,000 packs of painkillers. Mercenaries? How about I pay you 500 credits and you stay out of my way? I just can't afford that much money, you fool. Don't do that. Maybe he doesn't know what he's talking... Maybe he does know what you're talking about. Who are you? Who are you? Just tell me.
Fault hired me to keep everyone out of the restoration zone. You in particular.
But why? What's down here? Also, you've done a miserable job of it. You know what? You have done a terrible job so far.
We'll see. You may have caught a few of my boys off guard, but let's see how you fight now, Jedi. Attack!
Attack! I'm cool.
Right, veteran mercenaries and mercenary commander. That's bad. I would like to stasis you. You... I would like to use, maybe on the veteran, I would like you to use a stun or a force push or, yeah, do a force push. And then maybe a grenade on you? And then you, I don't even know what the fuck you can do. You can't really do much. You're a bit shit. I would like you to do a sonic grenade on this guy and then just start blasting. Because I regret taking you, to be honest, but I don't think I had a choice. And then you... Stasis? Yeah, go for it. Why are you running that way? I hate the fucking targeting on this. He's so bad. Okay, there we go. Stasis, now do Master Flurries. Just a few of them. Master Flurry, please. Please. How do you bring down shields? Because there is no option that I can see to bring down the shields. There's your fucking med packs and battle stimulants and all that. There is no option here to... disconnect his force field. And it's really annoying because that was the entire thing. Right. You. I would like you to keep killing that guy, if possible. There we go. And then help me with this fucker. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage, and so are you, but at least you're taking heat. Force push, maybe? Then keep flurrying? Maybe heal as well, actually. Do a couple of heals. Because you're not the most damaging. I will also do a heal, and then another Master Flurry.
I hear you.
Force push did not work. Fantastic work. Okay, shields down. Now it's easy. Now it's fine. Now we can take him out. We used a tiny bit of tactics, and it's okay. See what happens when you think? Let's try it again. Now I just have to whittle this prick down. I'm gonna put my hands on my hips, because I'm that confident. Am I that confident? Yes, now I'm confident again. Yippee!
Let us end this.
Oh, there's still more? Where the fuck did you come from? Why would you just run at him? We're quite weak.
Let's get this over with.
Let's get this over with. Why would you run at them when they weren't aggroed? Are you done? Do you want us to die? Oh, there's so many of them! What are you doing? Okay, relax. I'm gonna put a melee shield on. Just in case, and we're gonna do Disable Droid on this thing. Keep doing Disable Droid a couple of times. There we go. You. Keep flurrying, I guess. Really not much else you can do. You're not great. Oh, Jesus, you need to heal. You're taking a lot of damage because, again, you just ran in for no discernible reason. Like an idiot or a twat. Are you dead?
Yeah.
No. Master Flurry, please. Fuck, he's dead! Who was shooting at you? Fucker! Oh, it's not like you did anything anyway, whatever. Okay, we're healing up a little bit. Please kill these pricks, please. Please, we need to kill them. Fight! Fight them! There are different stances you can pick for your character. Some are aggro and others are defensive and non-aggro. Oh, there is down here. Jedi support stationary ranged. Okay, I'll be aggressive. You should be support, maybe? No, you just... She's auto-clicking back to aggressive. If I click support, she goes back to aggressive. We'll figure it out later, maybe.
I hear you.
No, only fight, no help.
Kill her! Kill him! Kill everyone! Jesus Christ, everybody's much tougher than they should be. Thank you. Come on, please. There. Can we just stop for a second? Hey. Take control of her. Hey. Shut up. Stop it. No, you two. Stop the fucking fighting. Go over here. You everybody follow me. Everybody come out of fucking combat stance for a second. I lost control of the squad. Where the fuck is Mr. Spiky? Where'd Mr. Spyko go? Mr. Spyko, could you wake the fuck up for a second? Okay, we're gonna heal. There we go. That's something at least. We can save and everything. I mean, he does nothing. He doesn't even need to wake up, really. I think we're fine without him. Let's go. He's just down there. He might be dead permanently. Hi. Oh god, do they see me? No, they don't see me. Okay, you see me though. Okay, let's Master Flurry these two. You don't bother going that way. You go up here and you do a force push. Didn't do anything, but sure. Yay, now it worked. Hit him. You healed! That's not fair. Okay, now chill out for a fucking second. No, me chill out as well. Chill out. Chill the fuck out. Everybody relax. Stop running! Stop! They're like fucking dogs! It's like a dog who's seen a pigeon at the beach. You're like wrangling their fucking leads. Like, shut the fuck up. Stop barking. I'm gonna throw you in the sea. Please, chill the fuck out. Okay, we all cool? We all cool. The music's died down. We're healing up a little bit. Everything's fine for a second. Just relax. Take a deep fucking breath, okay? Gonna get one more heal off. And then we can go fight the boys. Alright? There's a little remote control guy just bopping around in the air going, "Why's my owner dead? Why's my owner dead? He's not moving. Help!" We'll get to you in a second. Now we can fight the boys. Do you see how it goes? I will throw a sonic grenade at them. There we go, that did something. And then another one here as well. Throw another grenade at them. Fantastic. And then go in. Run in, I will do a master flurry on you, like I always do, and you do a regular flurry. You can kill him in one shot, right? No, you'd have to hit them first. Okay, there we go. Then do a force push. I'm tanking damage right now, so you have a chance to do something. Maybe heal me, in fact, before you do anything else, and then force push again. Please push him away, thank you. And then heal me. Okay, now we're fine. Now everything's good. Oh god, he's healing. At least, look, we haven't gotten to the point in this game where everybody sucks you dry. So really, it's all fun and games so far. Once people start being able to suck you dry, you're ruined. Like, you're never going to get out of anything again. Come on, hit him. Please hit him. Please, just get the fight over with.
Fallen.
I really resent having to cart this prick in the background around this place. Okay, now I can relax. I think we're fine now. Clang, 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 clang. Nobody landing a hit for 15 minutes. Clang, clang, clang. It's like a fucking comedy fight. Are we now fine? Is everybody dead? Has your bloodlust been fucking sated, Krisha, or whatever the fuck your name is? Yes, you're up. Can we have some delicious healing as a delicious friendly treat? We can. Save. Fuck off. Can I loot anybody around here? Your little remote control is back up. I don't know why he's just called remote. Is that his name? Open the container. Open the container. There better be something fun in here. Maybe some med packs. Some credits and an Arcanian energy shield and a concussion grenade. That might have been useful about 15 seconds ago, but it's not really now. Swoop bikes. Appear to be code locked, you can't use it. Cowards! Let me use a cool bike. I feel like this game is never going to let me use a cool space bike, is it? It's just going to be decorative every time. And they're going to let me interact with it every time as well, just in case I needed to get my hopes up. None of these doors work. Is this normal? Should I be expecting to go into some of these doors? Where's my fucking ship? I was told to keep away from here, right? Oh, it's probably down there in like a doorway. Or here. There's something we can interact with. Open thing, please. Stop getting caught on the scenery and open the chests. It's like your one job. Sonic nullifiers. Does that mean I mute if I wear them? Cutscene? Ooh, a cutscene.
Hopefully I'll be able to access the shield network from this console.
The shield network. Sounds like somebody doing a tutorial on enunciation.
My passcodes still work. Now let's find your ship.
Like just before this, he really took to heart those enunciation guides for theater actors. You must enunciate every syllable so that it is understandable for the audience. The TSF said the Ebonhawk wasn't at any sanctioned landing site. What makes you think you can find it? Because he's an evil boy. Look at his spikes.
The TSF probably thinks the ship was put down in the wastes, but they don't know the planet as well as I do. Telos' atmosphere has been turned into acidic vapor. Landing a ship in the wastes would be like sealing it in a hangar full of hungry Minocs.
What's a Minoc?
Probably an unsanctioned
you look a little bit like Jeffrey Tambor,
still shielded, but
with spikes on his face, obviously, and like somebody took a razor blade into him.
Access to the shield network.
Well, you've got a bit of a Tambor-esque, long, miserable face.
Here,
I don't like
a small anomaly in the shield.
I decided I don't like you.
I'm not surprised the TSF didn't spot this. It's subtle, more like an
error. There's that stubble on your head. Are you not naturally bald? Do you shave your head around the spikes? That would be a nightmare. That just seems that. Oh god, shaving is already annoying. There's so many crevices to get in around this area. Look at chronic, fucking horrible stuff. If you had spikes as well to deal with, ugh. I think Minocs are those bird things that attacked the Millennial Falcon when it was in the massive worm cave. Sorry. As I read that, I couldn't stop doing the voice. He's kind of like a busted John Malkovich. I see that as well. What's your least favorite crevice? I vaguely remember those things. I had a lot of Star Wars books as a kid. Minox. Are those like, I associate them those like things that leech power in Subnautica. Is that what they do? Minox. Yeah! Silicon-based parasitical organisms. Bat-like parasite species that hailed from the world of Ord Minoc. They thrived in asteroids and could survive in space. Real space, even. With some even living within exagorths. For sustenance, they could eat the energy supply of starships. I'm shocked I remembered that, to be honest. A species of silicon-based bat-like parasites, Minox chewed on the power cables and energy conductors of starships and could drain a ship's entire power supply. Why has nobody contacted me for voice acting? God, I'm embarrassed I was right. What is it?
It looks like power is being drawn to generate a shield over
So
a
Minox
small
might be
area
here.
in the polar region, but nothing should be down there. Orbital cameras show nothing, just an empty
Oh,
mesa.
you're surprisingly
We should
ripped. I've only just
investigate
noticed that. What do
I
you do
feel
that you're
this
so
is the
ripped
best
but so
bet
shit in a
of finding
fight?
the Ebon
You're like a
Hawk.
bodybuilder. It's like the orbital maps show nothing, but there must be something there. He's George Bush circa 2004. Like, there's gotta be a WMDs there. Look, this map shows nothing. That proves it. Silicon implants, but on bats. How are we supposed to get to the polar region?
That's a little tougher. According to the computer, a shuttle is currently docked inside the research facility. At least there was at last report, though that was months ago.
So we don't know that the shuttle will still be there, or even working.
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
Oh, that's the first time I've been mocking his voice. That's the first time it's been giving me shivers. Like, I didn't like that. That was what ASMR does, and it made me angry.
I don't, but that's not going to stop me. I'm getting back to Citadel if I have to build a new ship myself.
Fuck right off with that. Really didn't like it. What are we waiting for?
There's one other small problem. Recently, Zerka teams that were sent into the military facility have not been coming out. But it's not as though we have any choice.
Get away from that mic. It's in your mouth. Let's go. Okay, journal updated. Let me just read that. Chapped into the shield network and found the powers being drawn to generate a force field on a small mesa in Telos' polar region. Bowdor thinks you should be able to find a shuttle in the military base. Let's go then. Can I not interact with this little computron at all? Nope, never mind. That's just his special computron. It's in a language I don't understand. I'm not a nerd like him. Let's go. Is this the military base? I assume so. I will take some mines. The mines might be useful. Why did I click disable droid? Is that gonna be something? I didn't realize I could click that before now. Are mines technically droids in this game? Do they have the sentience of droids? Like they're little sentient creatures that they plant in the ground and tell them they're doomed. Just to add a little extra spice to the explosion. To increase your survival, use the power attack and power blast features. I don't know why I'm doing that nerd voice. Ooh, a dead boy just fell over in front of me. And a little grate. Oh! I was about to say, this is how you get rid of blood or disperse gas. It was the second one. Right, don't step on the little grate. That's a horrible little grate that you shouldn't go near. Force field. You specifically said I can disable force fields. And yet, you have no foreseeable skill in doing so. What do you want from me? You said your whole thing was bringing down force fields.
Let's go.
Powers. Let me see your powers. What is this? Gearhead? No. Unarmed specialist? Maybe you should just be unarmed. Maybe I shouldn't even give you a fucking gun. You suck enough. Is that like interfering with your... No? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, Emma. Welcome. My feet are getting sore. I feel like I've been bouncing around in rage again during the stream. What's your... How do I use your powers? These are feats. Skills. Feats. Little feats. Shield Breaker. During combat, Bowdor can use his cybernetic arm to disrupt the energy output of an opponent's shields. Repulsor Strike. Bowdor can release energy stored in capacitors in his arm during combat, causing an extra 1d6 electricity. So I guess he's meant to be... a fisty boy. You know, not that way. Can you punch them then?
This arm of mine is a
yes, he can just punch
Stand
the
back.
fields. That was so unimpressive,
Berserker
man.
mercenaries were a little surprised when I broke my way out of my holding cell. The shields there were even weaker than these. After you.
KotOR has the ability to break through various shields with his repulsor fist. Okay, now that I know that that's your thing, you might be slightly better. You are very weak, though, so I'm still not looking forward to fighting you. Oh, good, lots of ion turrets. Okay, I think you should. Shield breaker, power attack. There we go. Let's do power attack on you. And then we'll just run in. Hi! Hello, everybody! Who the fuck is that big boy in the background? Oh, good! Poison gas! Step out of the gas! Oh, you're already dead! You are so shit! You're a fisto, and yet you can't even fist. Because as soon as you get into fist, you faint. Fuck me, you're like a shit Pokemon. We are so much better than you, it's embarrassing. Why did it pause me there? I'm worried. Did somebody die again? Fisto Repulso. Okay, fantastic work. Can you get up now? You can. Don't step on the grates. They hurt you. They hurt all of us. Don't do it. Don't do it! Don't do it! I see you walking on them! What's wrong with you? What's wrong with both of you, you morons? I shouldn't step on this grate. It makes evil gas come out. Like I'm in fucking World War I. But it is tasty. Mustard gas? That might be delicious. Fucking nerd. Slice into the security terminal, please. Please authenticate. Nope, never mind. My Computron skill is terrible. I see you doing it as well. I mean, look, you're both as bad as each other. I'm going to walk along this way and get the salvage pack. I need to walk on it as well. Repair kit and multispectral target assessor. Sure, fine. Fisto. Time to fist. I'm gonna heal us all. And then Mr. Fisto, you beat the shit out of this wall for us, please. That's what you are for. What is my purpose? You punch wall. There we go. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Get my main boy out. Hi! We're here to kill. Fantastic work. Everybody just beat it to death. Oh, I dinged! Yippee! Okay, I will level up. And actually, looking at the time, I should probably wrap up the stream. Let's level up. Skills. More recommended. More demolitions, awareness, and treat injury. This is going quite well, honestly, with its recommended skills. And what do I want here? Oh, I could get 2-weapon fighting master. This feat again reduces the attack penalty for characters using double-bladed weapons, which I am right now. Or heavy armor. I don't really want heavy armor. What do I? Maybe. I'll see. Maybe at some point. Maybe I'll be like a big fucking tank. Improved force jump is okay. Blaster pistol. At some point, surely they'll give me a lightsaber, right? Weapon focused lightsaber? At some point I'll get a lightsaber in this video game, right? Although they've only just given me the Obsidian logo in this stream, and I feel like I've been playing for 9 hours so far. Let's get 2-weapon fighting, it'll probably be good. That's what I'm using anyway. Powers. Using a force power requires force points. Your affects the force point cost of some of your powers. The further you stray to the dark side, the more expensive light side powers become, and vice versa. Ooh! I didn't know that's how it worked. I've been granted the following powers. Determination. Shicho lightsaber form. What the fuck is that? What did you just give me? What the fuck did you just say to me? I still can't get heal. The problem is that the light side powers kind of suck, right? Like, they're not good. Slow is better. Fear's good. Shock's good. Force push. Give me force push, because it's universal. Give me force push. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And then whirlwind! Oh, I completely forgot about whirlwind! Whirlwind and, what's it called? Force wave are like the main things I would use in the previous one. Obviously, we need to work towards that. Fantastic. I'm very light side, by the way. Look how good I'm being. I'm even doing like a who me kind of like shit-eating grin in my portrait. I'm like a horrible teacher's pet pose. I'm such a fucking embarrassing nerd. I might get myself back down to neutral just because I hate myself. Anyone else will do one more face? Thank you for that. Jesus Christ. My ears. Let's disable the droid. Power attack on him. And then this other droid behind us. And then we'll have free reign of this little hallway. Did you just throw something at me? Ah! I love the little remote control boy. Why aren't you doing anything? Disable the droid. Why is everybody just standing there looking at things? Why aren't you... Game, why aren't you... I've told you what to do. Down at the bottom in the queue, disable droid. Why are you just standing there like that? Walk up and disable droid. There. Thank you. Now beat him with stick. Fantastic work. You have got a big stick. Use it. I gave you the big stick for a reason. How do you like that? Oh, you don't get to say cool things. How'd you like that? In your disgusting ASMR voice. Is that better armor than what I have? I haven't upgraded my equipment at all in a while. Right now, I have light armor. This is Defense 4. Cannot equip on bow door because of his silly arm. This is Defense 5. Ooh! Does not restrict use of force powers either. Oh, that's pretty good. But this is... And it has better saves. But this has better defense. I will decide based on how cool it looks. Nowhere near as cool! Oh, it just looks like fucking standard little armor. Put on my cool coat again, please. That's way better. I like my purple coat and scarf. That's staying. Right, administrative ID card. I imagine that's something to do with getting around this place. But, for now, we will save game. Fisto Unlimited. And we're done for the day. Thank you for watching. I will be live again tomorrow for more video games. I think I'll be playing Link's Awakening to finish out the week, because I didn't play it this week. And I like Link's Awakening. It is made for babies, and I'm embarrassingly bad at it. It'll be a fun time, maybe? I don't know how far we are through Link's Awakening. I'm assuming it's only... I don't know, how many dungeons are in Zelda games usually? Like 7? Is there 7? I forgot it was in black and white until I flipped over. How many dungeons are in Link's Awakening? Link's Awakening number of dungeons. I actually typed dungeons. 9 dungeons. We've done like 4 or 5 or something. So we're like halfway through maybe. Only a crumb of gameplay today. We beat a lot of mercenaries up. We saved some Ithorians. We're exploring the planet's surface and now we're in a military base. I accept we didn't do as much as we should, but we did do some. I still have the Minoc Wikipedia page up. I hate that it's called Wikipedia. It makes me sad. Let's see who's live. Let's go /raid. And I will be back again tomorrow. There we go. Thank you for watching. You can, as always, you can subscribe on YouTube or subscribe on Twitch or follow on Twitch. Whatever you feel like doing in your heart, you can do. I've put up some videos recently on YouTube because I've been bored. So there's some like horror game videos and some House Flipper 2 stuff up there if you want to watch it. And like I said, I'll be live here tomorrow.